Jai Baba, and welcome to this meeting of ghazals Baba liked. And every week we are having this meet of ghazals where we discuss about the ghazals and the various aspects of singing, ghazals, bhajans, qawwalis, and abhangs, and music. And during his stay at Guru Prasad, Baba liked this singing of renowned singers and his lovers. They used to come and perform before Baba, and it was really a very kind of a heavenly environment. And Baba just means it was not a kind of discourses or what, it was kind of family environment that his lovers enjoyed, and that was comprising of singing and eating and playing cards and whatnot. So because he's our real father, and it was like a family environment. And and but during this meet, Baba gave very prominent messages during such family atmosphere. And he, for example, like if singing is going on, he used to stop the singer, and then he used to mention the meaning, the spiritual importance, and so the meaning behind it. And even it so happened that Baba gave realization to Simav's, on the Simav's ghazal. So one can think that how, if the God likes, one can get the liberation also. Sorry, not realization, but it was a liberation. Baba liked, and definitely that ghazal deserves means such a knowledge the poet had. And the God himself appreciates it. And then during this course, many great singers. And sometimes it so happened that Baba, even the renowned singer, and Baba did not like their singing. But when an ordinary singer sings, and Baba liked it very much. So that was a matter of heart, because instead of that quality or technicality, Baba insisted on the heart quality, that how much he put his heart and love into, because Baba is the love personification. And these bhakti songs, devotional songs, conveys that ishq, that divine love, how much so, and only Baba can know that who is singing by heart and that much devotion and love. So it was really a wonderful environment. And so we, we see that there were so many ghazals. I have bunch of ghazals with me, and so we thought that we will discuss them one by one. And in the meantime, we should invite also the people who were there and who were connected with it, so people can know, especially the our western and Baba lovers, what is a ghazal and their meaning. And I try to sing some ghazal also. So I think I can start this meeting with this ghazal, which was sung by Mr. Solapure. I have known Mr. Solapure at Pune Center. Very humble and very simple, a poor guy, and but his voice had such a charisma. If you have heard Baba's New Life song, that was the recording, uh, he was so skinny and so feeble, means underfed, but his voice has just such a power in it. And I think at old age also that power of the sound was there, and that you can feel in this ghazal Suno Meher Baba Ki Khamosh Wani. And he sang this ghazal, हासिल जिंदगी हो तुमसे है जिंदगी मेरी, तुमने निगाहें फेर ली, दुनिया बदल गई मेरी. This ghazal written by Rahi, and it meaning is you are the achievement of my life, whole life. And because of you my life exists. If you turn your face, then it will change everything. My entire world will change. दुनिया बदल गई मेरी, तुमने निगाहें फेर ली, दुनिया बदल गई मेरी. The entire world will change. My life will change. Your worry is my suffering. तेरा मलाल गम मेरा, मेरी खुशी खुशी नहीं. My happiness doesn't matter. एंड बट सच तो है ये बेवफा, तुझसे है जिंदगी मेरी. इन रियलिटी द रियलिटी इज दैट बिकॉज ऑफ यू माई लाइफ एग्जिस्ट. एंड तेरी खुशी में खुश हूँ मैं, मेरी खुशी खुशी नहीं. मुझसे न पूछे किस तरह कटती है जिंदगी मेरी. सो आई एम हैप्पी इन योर हैप्पीनेस. माई हैप्पीनेस हैज़ नो मीनिंग. And don't ask me how do I spend my life. And then at the end he says, अब तो मरीजे इश्क का, यानी ये पेशेंट, he is a love addicted patient, means love addicted person. And he said, now my life is finished and only my name is remains. So that I like to sing, and then I will request Dil Meher to tell something about those Guru Prasad days and music aspect. Yeah. Oh. So I'm using this digital tabla, Dadra. It is a Dadras I am using, and nowadays it is very helpful, those apps. So we don't need any tabla player, but of course yeah, having a tabla player in person helps lot, and that inspires the singer. हासिले जिंदगी हो तुमसे है जिंदगी मेरी. हासिले जिंदगी हो हासिल जिंदगी हो तुमसे है जिंदगी मेरी. तुमने निगाहें फेर ली, तुमने निगाहें फेर ली, दुनिया बदल गई मेरी. हासिले जिंदगी हो तेरा मलाल गम मेरा, मेरी खुशी खुशी नहीं. लाल गम मेरा, मेरी खुशी खुशी नहीं, सच तो है कि बेवफा, सच तो है कि ओ बेवफा, तुझसे है जिंदगी मेरी, हासिले जिंदगी हो तुम। तेरी खुशी में खुश हूँ मैं, मेरी खुशी खुशी नहीं, तेरी खुशी में खुश हूँ मैं, मेरी खुशी खुशी नहीं, मुझसे ना पूछ बेवफा, मुझसे ना पूछ किस तरह कटती है जिंदगी मेरी, हासिले हासिले जिंदगी हो तुम। अब तो मरीज इश्क का किस्सा तमाम हो चुका, अब तो मरीज इश्क का किस्सा तमाम हो चुका, राही के जान ले गई, राही के जान ले गई, बस नाम रह गई मेरी, हासिले हासिले जिंदगी हो तुम, तुमसे है जिंदगी मेरी। हासिले जिंदगी हो तुम। So, yeah, so this is the ghazal Baba liked, and meaning I told you, and I will request Dil Meher to say something about ghazals. Yeah.
Jai Baba. Okay, first let me tell you that how sweetly and how nicely Vijay ji sang. I am absolutely hoarse, so I will not be able to tell you about ghazals. But yes, I will tell you a few stories or what I have never. Let me give you a brief introduction of myself. I know Merchand and Mer Krupaji will find, and of course Mer also might find it little repetitive. My father was Dr. Hoshang Bharucha, and he met Meher Baba in 1952. But from about 1956 onwards, he was always with Baba and a staunch Baba follower. So I recall him saying that so many times in Guru Prasad, Baba, there would be lots of ghazal programs and singers, and Baba would enjoy the music, and he would stop the singers at many points of time to explain, and Eraj of course would translate what the essence was. And Baba has at some point of time also said that we really cannot translate, one language poetry into another without losing some part of the essence. And Urdu or Hindi, that is, I mean, Vijay ji will be able to tell you more. It is something very, very specific and very deep. Now, I will just read a few quotes from the book Glimpses of Guru Prasad, which was published about 2, 3 years back, where it's a compilation of all incidents which happened in Guru Prasad. And I have collected some which are linked to music and ghazals. And please feel free to interrupt me or share something that you would like to at any point of time. Otherwise, only me talking might make it a little boring for you all. So I just wanted to first what you said, no, okay, something about music. Vijayji, you were telling Diana to find out. So from this glimpses of Guru Prasad, one day in 1957-58, when there was the Pune Bhajan Mandli. Now, Pune Bhajan Mandli is renowned. Have you heard of this, the Baba's favorite singer, Madhusudan Pund? Okay, and his wife Subhadra, and we sing their artis also in Marathi and Hindi. So he was a regular with, of course, Pratap and all the other Pune Bhajan Mandli people. Even Dr. Gadekar was there for some time. So something in 1957-58, when Madhusudan and the Bhajan Mandli had completed their program, Baba conveyed the following, and I quote, "Now all of you are happy to hear the sweet notes of the musical instruments and the melodious voice of the singers." He tells the people who were there with him for darshan and being with him. "As for me, I am myself everything," Baba says. "The drum and the harmonium, the notes and the tunes, the singers and the listeners too. I am everything and in everything." So this is what I hope it matches what Vijayji wanted about music. And there is one more thing that I would like to share, where Begum Akhtar, another, I mean, Vijayji will tell you more about her. She was a world-class player, right?
Definitely. Uh, yeah, she's a world-class player, and she's the one who made it ghazal, Thumri singing accessible to the common people. And that was possible only through the blessing of Meher Baba, because initially she was called in 1937-38 and she was professional, so she demanded huge money.
Yes.
And but then Baba said, no, it's a, see, it's a matter of heart with the Lord. He wants love, he doesn't want your art, because Baba said the music of the subtle plane is even more beautiful and mental world. So, and as we know that evolution from the God speak itself, the evolution takes place from the Om sound. So we can imagine that how beautiful that music, the celestial music. But God comes and He appreciates that music of the gross sphere, and He blessed Begum Akhtar, and then through her later on Lata Lime was there, and the result was that Lata Lime got the first award, President's Award, and so definitely Baba has done some blessings, some spiritual work through them. So we really don't know, but we can feel that definitely something changes. Yeah, please. Yeah.
Yes. So when Begum Akhtar during the East-West gathering in 1963 on 4th May, I'll come back to that story also, but before the program started, the big three were tuning their instruments, okay? Begum Akhtar sang in the afternoon for nearly 3 hours. Her accompanists were Shri Golwalkar and Muhammad Ahmad. Golwalkar ji was on the sarangi and Muhammad Ahmad on the tabla. Sarangi, y'all are familiar with the sarangi? Prakash ji,
Sarangi
will
is
you give
the,
me? हाँ, आप
yeah.
बोलिए and you give me share screen, Prakash ji.
Oh,
Sarangi, yeah.
yeah, 1 second. Let me
हाँ,
make.
Sarangi
आप
is
बोलिए.
the instrument which was mainly used. See, earlier there was the custom of in the aristocrat families and the kings, and that the dancers were there, and in the that is known as darbar, the court.
Hmm.
In the court of the kings and aristocratic families, so they used to invite those singers and dancers in the program functions and celebrations. And they were those dancers, means those songs were only confined to those families. So the sarangi is the instrument which was played during the. It was very famous, very common, and then later on, of course, it's now obsolete, of course, uh, but now the
अच्छा,
sitar has taken place.
अच्छा,
Sitar
अच्छा.
and guitar, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So Baba says, so these were the three top class players. So Baba says the original nad or the celestial music does not need such tuning of tal or sur. So before they play, they tune the instruments, right?
yeah. Yeah, they tune the instrument. The tuning, because there are seven notes. Re ga ma pa dha ni sa. So these are the scale, and they have to tune the Indian, the Eastern music. They tune to sa, pa, and sa, and whatever ragas they sing. So accordingly, they tune to it. But as you said, mentioned that the celestial physics doesn't need any tuning, and
Yeah.
so definitely means it's wonderful to feel that music. Yeah,
Yes. So Baba says, I'll finish the quote. The
sure.
original Nad celestial music does not need such tuning of tal or sur. It is continuous. All worldly music is only the seventh shadow of that Nad. That is what Baba says.
Amazing.
Okay. So now I'll come to the ghazal which Vijayji just sang, Hasile Zindagi Ho Tum. So this was in May 1961. And as usual, Madhusudan sang a few songs in Hindi and Marathi. And after that, Sholapureji came to sing. So one, when Baba was very pleased and the whole hall was filled with resonance, like Vijayji said initially, he was a man of very short stature, but his voice was so powerful. It was amazing. So Baba stops him and, or at the end, he says, no, I'm sorry. At the end, Baba gave a gist of this ghazal to those who did not understand Urdu. The lover says, "O beloved, my moods and whims depend on your moods and whims. If you are pleased, I am pleased. If you are happy, I am happy." This is what Baba says. Then Baba looks at the lovers in Guru Prasad and says, "You take me to be your beloved God. Now, if I ask you to vacate the hall immediately and return to your respective places, will you feel happy? Be honest in replying what you feel, or not what, and not what you should feel. You don't have to say the politically correct answer, as we say today. Sorry, my clock is chiming. Okay. So many people started thinking, and some people were honest enough to say, "No, Baba, to be frank, we will not feel happy to leave you." My father used to say that it was so difficult to leave once the program, once the clap came, okay, now it's 11 o'clock or 3 o'clock, and you have to leave the, Guru Prasad halls or the Mandi hall, wherever it was in Mehrabad. So, and Baba is asking, be honest. So obviously people said no. Then Baba continues and says, it is very difficult to love. Why? Love is a gift rarely received, and only the recipient of such love can obey the beloved quite willingly and naturally. Then, with reference to those, I'm not explaining this because I don't think I'm qualified to really explain Baba's words. But if anyone has anything to share, please,
No,
go
no,
ahead
please,
and.
yeah, you are doing correctly. Please go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you. So then Baba says that those, all the people who said, no, Baba, we are not at all happy to leave your presence. So Baba in a lighter vein replied, all right, remain sitting, and your beloved God, Baba, will also have to sit here and please you. So, like Baba has said, no, I am the slave of the love of my lovers. So he says, if you make me sit here saying, I want to see you, then I'll continue sitting there. Then again, Baba continues with the ghazal and says, here the lover in a fit of distress says, although you, O beloved, are so very unfaithful to my love, the fact remains as crystal, as clear as the crystal that my breath, nay, my very life depends on you. There can be no other go for me. Baba then asked Sholapure to recite the last part of the ghazal and asked one of his learned lovers to tell the gathering its meaning in English. Finding him confused in his interpretation, Baba said, it is really very difficult to bring out the depth of words in poetry from one language to another. This is what I think Vijayji was also saying initially. Then Baba explains the last stanza and says, in these lines, Baba continued, the lover says, O beloved, do not ask me anything as to how I pass my life. It is steeped in restlessness. I burn in your love, and every moment sets ablaze the fire of separation. At the end of the explanation, Baba remarked, only the one in whose heart the flame of love has been kindled as a gift of grace, they can experience what that state of burning within is. Okay, this is one of the ghazals. I mean, this is the link to Sholapure's ghazal that has been done. Shall I go ahead, Vijayji?
Yeah, yeah. In that context, I tell one instance in front of me. I was sitting there at Guru Prasad during it was 1960 June, and so there was a lady, and a Parsi lady, and she didn't want to leave. She was crying, means see to leave the that divinely environment atmosphere. She didn't want to go. And then Baba calls Pukarji, and just Pukarji comes in front of, and Baba always used to keep a big pot, a pot in with him, and whenever the singing or anything, he used to play also that always. So he asked Pukarji to open your shirt, and then he opens his shirt, and Baba hits very hard at his belly, and then later on I asked RH, so say I didn't get that. So RH said Baba was telling her that you have to follow, even it is very hard, it hurts you, but still you have to follow my order, and you have to, so that was the example Baba shown in front of everyone. Yeah, thank you.
Actually, I have. I'm not going to. If you guys
Yeah,
like, I can
yeah,
play
sure.
a minute
Yeah.
of that song just to get the depth of his voice, Sholapuri's voice.
Oh, yeah,
If you want, I can
please.
play it for a
Yeah,
minute, just a minute. Yeah.
yeah,
Let
Sure.
please.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 second. Share screen. I'll just put something here. 1 second. Sorry. Share sound. Video. And here it is.
बानी इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी सुनो मेहर बाबा की है जीना तुम्हें गर नई जिंदगानी है जीना तुम्हें गर नई जिंदगानी करो तर्क दिल से ये दुनिया बानी सुनो मेरे
Yeah,
Yeah, very.
there it is.
Very sweet voice.
Yeah, he's got such a depth. I mean, and
yeah.
you guys mentioned, I didn't see him myself, but he's a man of short stature. And I think Baba himself remarked, "You're so short, and I'm, and you produce such a beautiful voice." Or yeah,
Yeah. Wonderful.
Now I'm just hindsight. Again, in the 1980s, I remember Madhusudan and the few of the Bhajan Mandli, Pratap, Pramod, and all had, and Subhadra ji was also there. They had come to Navsari and along with Sholapure ji, and they had we at that time recorded an audio cassette with the artis, and this song is in that. Then it was turned into the CD, and now I think it's just there because now of course everything is online. So even the Hyderabad Center had asked me that if we could put it online on that Meher channel. So that is it. Anyway, coming back on a lighter vein, a few days in Guru Prasad. Should I go ahead?
Yeah, please, please.
Yeah. So few days there were no singers in Guru Prasad when Baba was there, like the professional or the bhajan mandli who used to sing. So then Baba would pick up somebody and say, "Come on, now you start singing." And what Vijay ji said about Pukar, Pukar was a huge, hefty fellow, big person from Hamirpur district. And Baba one day said, "Chalo, everybody somebody starts singing." So Pukar sang a song of Surdas. "Oh Lord, pray, pay no heed to my weaknesses." अभी I don't know ये गाना कौन सा था या एक ही लाइन है. This is just one the first line of this song of Surdas. Now Surdas was a the Renaissance saint. I think Vijay ji, you go ahead with it. My history is not so.
Yeah. Surdas was a blind from both eyes, and he was so devoted. Durgun mere maaf karo. My weaknesses, please forgive weaknesses. And he has written so much devotional songs like Kabir has. Of course, Kabir ji was the more advanced, perfect master. And I don't know about the status of Surdas ji, but he was definitely a saint, greatly worshipped in India.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, see, Kabir, Tulsidas, Surdas, they were all people who brought the religion to the masses. It was earlier controlled only by the pujaris ko kya bolte, the religious, the priestly sect.
Always priestly class. Yeah.
Priestly sect. So Baba mentioned, so Pukar sings, he obeyed Baba's orders. And then Baba remarked after his rendering of this Surdas's song, "Pukar, you have a huge body, but a very low voice." Then Dr. Deshmukh, C.D. Deshmukh of Nagpur, he recited a Sanskrit hymn of Sri Shankaracharya. And then another old Parsi Baba lover, Zoroastrian Baba lover, Madan, he said, "Baba, I will sing for you." This is singing from the heart. This is not professional or trained singing. And he was so absorbed. He said, "What should I sing?" So somebody suggested you sing Madhusudan's very famous Baba bhajan, "Prabhu mein charanana chhod na jao. I will not leave thy holy feet." So he took the book And then he was fumbling, and then Baba reminded him, Madan, please wear your glasses, then you can read properly. So when he started singing, he closed his eyes, he would sway, and his limbs and his body kept moving. And poor person, he had absolutely no voice, no rhythm, no pitch. Some of the other, the people started smiling, and then at the end everybody clapped, whether in jest or just as encouragement. Baba says, see what courage he has shown. Like, he is not one of those people who, today I cannot sing, I have a sore throat, or that the thing was not
Yeah.
the singing or my talent. The thing was, I will do it for Baba. And Baba says, of all these days during my present stay in Guru Prasad, never before have I enjoyed such fun. That is what Baba says.
Yeah, actually,
Then,
I have seen that instance. It happened in front
acha,
of me, and
bolo.
Baba actually sitting in the hall. Of course, it was not a hymn, but Baba was sitting in the hall, and one by around say 20 people were sitting in the hall, Guru Prasad Hall. It was 1960 June. So, Baba asked each one to sing line or two. So I was sitting by the side of my father. I was 9 year old. So my father sang, and then he asked him any Marathi song you sing, and my father said, "No, I don't know any Marathi song." Then, of course, other singers were there, good singers, and then comes the turn of Madhusudan. Oh, sorry, Dr. C.D. Deshmukh. And he really just started, and he was doing oh, and Baba and everyone is just laughing, just covering their mouth. And Baba is really means he so enjoyed, definitely as you described, that it's so courageous that he was so eager to follow Baba's order, and means so he put all his heart in it. And Baba, he entertained Baba the most. So that's the beauty of his singing. And I remember a quote from Jagjit Singh, who was the famous ghazal singer. He said there are two kind of songs. One is good and one is bad. Either you like it or you don't like it. So if you like it, that matters. Yeah. So it should touch the heart. Then only one likes it. Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that day, even Manu Jasawala, Irach's sister, she could also sing, because in the book I've seen there were lots of references where Baba requested Manu to sing, and I think she also played the peti or some
Yeah.
that surka instrument.
Instrument. Yeah. Yeah.
So Manu Jasawala at that time, Mani, she was called
Yeah.
Manu,
Yeah.
sang one abhang of Tukaram, Sadguru Vachoni Sapadna Soe. Nahin? Tukaram,
Sadhguru Meher Krupaji can tell which is the Abhang. Basically, the Abhang says this in the culture of Maharashtra, and since 1100th century, there were singers like those. I'm forgetting the names, but of course, Sant Gyaneshwar
Tukaram is one of
and yeah,
Tukaram.
and Sant Daira. So those abhangs are in the culture of Maharashtra, and very popularly they've been sung. And the Varkaris are they take journey to those temples and spiritual places, and they go singing abhangs with such a devotion. And still that culture going in Pune and places around Solapur, that they take 15 days voyage, and they walk to the temple of Pandurang Vithoba, and singing abhangas. And so those abhangs are very popular in and Sant Tukaram, Saint Tukaram, They sang bhajans,
Ramdas,
abhangs.
Samartha Ramdas.
Yeah, Swami Samartha Ramdas. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm
the
Googling. Huh?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So, sorry, coming back to Baba explains, that is the beauty of after Manu sings, Tukaram wants one to surrender completely to the perfect master. But I rarely find anyone who surrenders to me as he ought to. Baba says that. Another day, there was another song which was in Hindi on surrender, the need to surrender to the master. And Baba again explains. In this song, the lover expresses his earnest desire to surrender to the beloved master. And what do you understand by real surrender? Unless you become like dust, you cannot realize God. But first, you have to become stone, for you cannot
yeah,
become dust right away. Baba says, what is needed is to retain human consciousness and become as stone, and then wear yourself to dust at the feet of the perfect master.
yeah. Wonderful. And,
I
yeah, I see
good.
another aspect of it also, that to become the dust, you see, to become a dust, sometime we can say, oh, we are doing nothing and just to become a dust like. So first we have to be rock like in the world, and then after when you become a rock, something, and then you become dust, then that counts. So we have to prove ourselves and then we become dust. Yeah.
Yes.
What do you
Then
think, Prakashji? Yeah. What is your idea? Yeah.
No, no. I mean, you guys know better. I'm here just to listen and just
Yeah. Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah.
all that you
Yeah.
share. But I found a couple of lines here which actually help explain the difference in a different way. So abhangs are exuberant expressions of the communitarian experience. I think people just gather together, and perhaps I think they even dance or something. I don't know.
yes,
Whereas bhajans are more focused on the inward journey, and which seems very. So you don't
It's
move about; you just sit down and sing in bhajans, I
uh,
guess. I think. I mean, at least from what I
yeah,
gather.
now I can say abhang, as the name indicates, वो जो भंग नहीं होता,
Right.
bhang means it cannot be destroyed. So it goes that the laya, the
Right.
tuning goes continuous,
Exactly.
faster,
Right.
like continuous tunes, and the tabla beats are very means continuous. Whereas the ghazal, one can break it, and first there are two stanzas like sthai, and then antara is there, and in the ghazal they can break it. But abhang, because those warkaris, they used to go singing, continuous singing, see, constant remembrance. That's the beautiful part of the abhang, is the constant remembrance, and so constantly they are singing Lord's name, the sound in the tune, and one gets absorbed when you get tuned into the continuous singing. One really gets absorbed. I have taken part, means I've been listening to kavalis whole night.
Mhm.
Like the kavals are such a current in their singing, they get hall, temporary hall. And sometime, if even Baba said that once a Kawal boy, a 15-year-old boy, was singing in front of Baba, and he was such a, with a force he was singing, Baba say, don't touch him, even we get a current. So
Mm.
that kind of energy flows when
Yeah.
one gets absorbed in the singing,
Yeah.
and people are so drawn that whole night, the hours and hours, the
Agree.
kavalis are like that. So definitely the avhangs and all, they get, people get absorbed into
Yeah.
it.
One question:
Yeah.
abhangs are always in praise of Lord Vithoba. Is that how it is, or can it be, another form of God? I mean,
Uh,
like Ram or
y-
Krishna. Because
uh,
whatever I read here, it says there are songs in praise of Vithoba. And of course, God is one, but I'm just saying, I mean, do they have that specific deity in their mind when they write and sing?
yeah, mostly I have heard about Vithoba, Panduranga, Maje,
Mhm.
Mahir, and yeah. So Pandhari, and Maje Mahir Pandhari. These are the abhangs very famous in Maharashtra. So basically, because Tukaram, Sant Tukaram, he used to visit Sant Gyaneshwar, and then they both used to go to the Solapur, Pandharpur,
Oh, so
which is near, yeah.
they're contemporaries, Tukaram and Jnaneshwar?
Yeah, something.
Oh, wow.
It is sad because
Mhm,
Sant Gyaneshwar in the 11th century,
mhm.
and Tukaram is in after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but when they palki,
Mhm.
it starts from Tukaram, it goes to Sant Gyaneshwar temple,
Oh,
and from there those Warkaris they travel 15 days to Pandharpur,
mhm.
singing the song. So that is the tradition
Oh,
prevailed in Maharashtra.
sorry to interrupt. Please
Yeah,
continue.
yeah,
No, no. And one more thing, what you are saying, this Sant Tukaram Padukas on Ferguson College Road, there is still that little small temple which is still on the main
yeah,
road, and now it's a very busy road. And
yeah,
Baba's Jhopadi initial times was also somewhere nearby there only, no, if I'm not
right.
mistaken. It is
Yeah, that
very close.
it is in that area. Actually, we try to means investigate
Can't find.
about it. Pratapji was also there,
Yes.
and it is somewhere means there because and, behind that there are caves also
Hmm.
where Baba. Actually, this entire area, those Peshwas, Saniwar Wada, and this is, and now the Pune center is also there, and Jijabai, Shivaji's mother,
Mother.
that palace is there. So this entire area belongs to means Shivaji, which Baba said that is a minor incarnation of mine, and so, and then before Baba's arrival, means his minor incarnation as Shivaji, so that entire area is somehow blessed, and then Baba's arrival in that area only. Baba's tadi shop, Baba's father, he owned tadi shop in that area, and
Kasbapet?
then yeah, no,
No,
this
no.
No.
uh, this
Kasba? Poolgate अभी
Kasbah
बोलते हैं.
Pet, Kasbah
Kasba
Pet,
पे. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, Kasbah Pet, and then this Meher Baba center is also on this. So because from the same family, this Raste, uh, I think they are relative. They were in the same Peshwa's families. They were employed. So then, of course, the Rastes, they were instrumental in searching Guru Prasad, contacting Raste and Mr. Gadekar, so that Guru Prasad Bangla was also I think it was achieved in somewhere in March 28th, 51. Baba first time, I think, while returning from those Panchagani and that
Mahabaleshwar Panchgani. Yeah.
Mahabaleshwar, yeah. So from 51 onwards, and Guru Prasad was means given to Baba's work. Yeah.
So we'll just end on a lighter note. We were, at least I will. Then maybe if you could sing one more
Yeah. Yeah.
ghazal or something, it will be very nice.
And I think
So,
there are people, they like to ask questions. So Marcia is there and Betty is there, and Meher Krupa Palve, I think she has not spoken anything. And of course, Meher Daruwala is a
Jai Baba.
daily companion. Yeah, Jai Baba. Oh, yeah, nice to see you.
I will,
So,
Jai Baba.
before I retire, because my job time will be is nearing. So sorry, I'm interpreting in between. I had one small question, Miss, in my mind. Whether Adi, we have heard Adi Kaka many times singing beautifully so many ghazals. Whether he sung before Baba, he used to bring so many kawals, good singers for to sing before Baba. Whether Adi Kaka himself anytime sung before Baba?
I'm sure he must have sung because he was such a good singer. Rustam Kaka and Adi Kaka means we have heard his ghazal Meher Baba Kutube Alam Yar Ki Marji. These are the ghazals he always used to quote in his and Yar Ki Marji के ताबे यार का दम भर के देख अर्ज़ी मतलब करके देखा तरके मतलब करके देखा अर्ज़ी मतलब करके देखा ऐसा है सो आई
He
आई एम
has
श्योर
sung. No,
या
I was going through the book yesterday, Mir Krupaji, and yes, there are were 2-3 instances where it is mentioned that Adi Senior was Baba had asked him and he sang before Baba. So he has
Yes.
sung, definitely. It
Not
is
only
there.
that, Dil Meher, sorry for the interruption.
Please go
When
ahead.
Baba is sang this song, he accompanied Baba on harmonium also, Adi
Hmm.
Kairan. And Adi used to do the, while singing also, while doing an harmony, Baba used to play dolak also.
oh
Yes.
yeah Baba see the entire universe dances at his tune so I am sure Baba is and Baba always means I have seen always Baba playing because he pot was there, not tabla, and he used to beat that. Yeah. So tabla, this drum is the favorite of Meher Baba's.
Yeah.
Entire universe dances at his beats. Yeah. Please.
Yes.
So yeah, Adi ji, yeah. So I will request any questions or anything you like to ask or meaning or anything you have mind about music, something philosophical, intellectual. Yeah, Diana, you want to say something? Okay, yeah, Betty.
This has been a wonderful opportunity. I don't have a question, but it's a very special time to be
Yeah.
with Dr. Barucha's daughter. My goodness, I'm so interested in your stories. They're wonderful. So
Thank
good,
you.
BJ, to be having this kind of a program. You're exposing, and this is East West gathering. We're learning. We can learn so much about you, how you do it. So, thank you.
Hey, Dil Meher, I just want to
Yes.
share 2 or 3 instances where Baba loved the music. That was
Welcome,
the
welcome.
instance where that was on 19th June in 1951 during the meetings of Manonash at Hyderabad. Baba asked Rustum Kaka to sing Meera Bhajan, Payo re man mer ratan dhan payo. After
Payo ji
listening,
maine,
Baba
yeah.
what has said so. In fact, I'll read that original sentence from Meher Baba's New Life, written by Bauji. Baba listened and solemnly gazed from the time out of the window. When Rustum finished the song, Baba revealed that I have heard the song. That is Sant Meera's song. That was Meera Payor in that song only. I have heard this song and similar song many times, but today it's something different. Song has evoked something in me. Sorry, one second. Evoked me and in presence of God. I felt the work I have undertaken will be done successfully. So let us all thank God wholeheartedly and really. And these are the words. And other thing, when Baba came to Machilipatnam on 22nd February 1954, when Shahnai players what we call Nadaswar, that is called in English, I think bagpiper or something like that instrument. Then Baba said, the song is in a Telugu called Manusaloni Marmam, that is the song. And after listening that, Baba has said, I feel very happy to hear this music. It reminds me of the first song that was sang ages ago that produced this phenomena called the universe. After hearing that song, Baba said so. Again, I'll read. I feel very happy to hear the music. It reminds me of the first song that was sung ages ago that produced this phenomena called the universe. Baba was pleased with that song and very happy with that. And then the next verse at Marasthana on 10th February, 9th February, when Keshav Nigam, when he sang that Mehra Chalisa, Baba was very pleased. And Baba was very happy. He said, this will be the household song. Like Tulasidas wrote that Hanuman Chalisa, and Keshav Narayan has written Meher Chalisa. So Baba was pleased. The next instant came in sometime in 1961. That is, of course, written in compilation made by our Dil Meher of our father book called Glimpses of Guru Prasad. Baba praised the song of the Appal Raju of Anakapalli. And he sang that song. Baba was very pleased. He heard. And then again on the same day, Baba has praised Bhaskar Raju's Burrakada. Burrakada means it is made of there will be three persons. One person tells the story, another person sings, and other person puts some comedy in that. All this. He was so much happy. Baba said, I was pleased, and Baba has presented a handkerchief to the Bhaskar Raju party. I was very happy. Of course, Madhusudan also he liked so much. And Rustum Kaka, during Manona space, Baba asked Rustum Kaka to sing the Meera Bhajan. But every day that the song was sang for 15-20 days, regularly by Rustum Kaka during 1951 June at Ali Arjang's Bangla at Hyderabad. That's why I just want to share how much Baba used to like the music, because Baba loves music a lot. Avtar Meher Baba ke sath. Sorry, Vijay, for the interruption.
Thank you, Merchant. You're absolutely
thank
right.
you. Yeah.
The names that you said and this handkerchief wala incident is there, but I think we are running short of time. So there are quite a few stories related to ghazals and their translations in this book, but we can take it up another time or something. But it's nice to hear someone sing also. That is my I would prefer that.
That's great. I mean, that opens up, we can have another program with you joining us, right, Vijayji?
Anytime.
Yeah.
But I don't sing, huh? I will be very honest.
No, you can share the
sing.
meanings, and then Vijayji is there.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, thank you, Dil Meherji. And if there is a time, I can sing that Payuji Mene in short.
Yes, and then we can.
Yeah,
At least I'll take my leave.
Yeah. पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, वस्तु अमोलक दी मेरे सदगुरु, वस्तु अमोलक दी मेरे सदगुरु, कृपा कर अपनायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, जन्म जन्म की पूंजी पाई, जन्म जन्म की पूंजी पाई, जग में सभी घुमायो बायो जी मैंने, राम रतन धन पायो। खर्च न खूटे चोर न लूटे, खर्च न खूटे चोर न लूटे, दिन दिन बढ़त सवायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो। सत की नाव की बटिया सदगुरु, सत की नाव की बटिया सदगुरु, भवसागर तरवायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, कायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो। Yeah, so that's so beautiful. He says, ki, I got the treasure of the name of Ram. And my Guru, you have given me the wonderful thing. And I have got the treasure of my many lifetimes. And he say ki this is such a treasure that no thief can rob it, not dacoit, and nobody can take it away. And it increases day by day. And then he says ki the boat of truth, the perfect master, he rows the boat of truth and he takes across the ocean. And yeah. Jai Baba.
Jai Meher Baba, Dil
Wow,
Meher.
wonderful singing
Yeah.
there and wonderful stories from Dil Meher.
Hey, Dil Meher, I'm asking you a question. Can you
Arre
translate your name itself into English? Dil Meher.
Yeah. It's very close to Diana's surname. It
Yeah.
means
Yeah.
it means
Heart Meher.
compassionate heart.
No,
Yeah.
no. True translation I'm asking. Dil means heart, Meher means
Yes.
Meher. Heart Meher.
Yes. Yeah. That's true.
I got some liberty with Dil Meher. That's the reason I know his
Yeah.
grandfather, Mr. Katrak, mother's father, mother, father, and third generation.
And I
Jai
know
Meher
your
Baba
mom
Dil.
also. You used
Yeah,
to
of
have
course.
such a
Mom, my
lovely
father,
time
and
with her.
everyone. Whole glory
Yeah.
family, you know.
I know.
Actually, Dil Meher's parents, I was very impressed during 70s. They were the most handsome and beautiful couple in Baba world. They used to travel all over, and when they came to Jabalpur, and Mr. Dr. Hoshang Bharucha was a famous doctor also. He checked me completely. He examined me, and I really means. Uh,
Yes.
then at the railway station, I think many people, maybe 50 people, came to send him off. And they were because he had such a beautiful stories and such a beautiful storyteller. The mom was very silent. She didn't talk at all. She was a beautiful lady. She didn't talk, but the Dr. Bharucha talked so much. And so I asked Dr. Bharucha at the railway station, Jabalpur railway station, what about the future Sadgurus? Because once he was also very curious to know from Baba that who are the future Sadgurus. And I think it was conveyed to him somewhere, but he told me that one is at the Pakistan border, one in the south, and remaining I don't know, like that he answered me. So that was a beautiful memories of Dr. Hoshang Bharucha, and he was a very good means he was in touch with Professor Hajra, and the series of books, memoirs of Zetetic and all, he helped those series to come out. So the beautiful stories by Professor Hazra, and I think Keith Gunn also, he was there to
Yes.
help him. So yeah,
Promoted
beautiful
the
day.
book. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
My only request to Dil Meher is to publish the diaries of Dr. Hoshang Bharucha
Yes,
ji
yes,
stories.
I am doing that too, Nechan. But you know, many of the incidents are there in Lord Meher also. But I know it's a different perspective. And this online time we have been, you know, talking and like the Pune Center also once a month we have the women. You know, a session by the women. So I have picked up from those diaries and also shared in those few talks also, Mecha.
But compile at one place. That's only my request.
Yes, yes, I know, I know.
Yeah.
I think Mayor wants to say something.
Yeah, Dil Meher, sorry to disturb you.
No,
Vijay
not at
Bhalekar.
all. Please go ahead, Haji.
Once wasn't Rustam and Sora playing some musical instrument and singing?
Yeah, yeah. They have a very melodious voice. And if you come to, Vijayji, I'll give it to you.
Because
But
I think I'll tell you why. Because they were called to Bombay Center.
yeah,
Vernosh had called them recently.
yeah, yeah. If you
When
go
this-
to
before the
Amar
lockdown.
Tithi, yes,
Huh.
yes, Amar Tithi Ma, they
Huh.
always their famous. I don't know if it's a ghazal or what is
Huh.
it, a bhajan.
It's
Huma
That's
ka
ghazal.
bhajan.
Likan padan se niyar baji.
Yes, likan padan se. So
every
Yeah.
Amar Tithi.
Meher, I have a link. We were listening. I'll send you a link to their wonderful music. They have, yeah. I have seen a couple of videos. I'll send you.
No, I've seen it.
Thank
I've
you.
seen it.
Ah.
I've seen it.
yeah.
I've seen it.
They sang, when they were they used to play a lot of mischief. They have, you know, pranks to entertain Baba.
Yeah.
And when Baba used to come to Guru Prasad, there was
Huh.
this 1 year where he used to have all these home visits, like all the Pune Baba followers used to say Baba, you know. So he had said, okay, one day this one's house, one day that one's house. So it seems Rustam, Sorab, and Hoshang, that's my father, would be, and everybody, you know, as it would be the custom, would offer Baba tea and bhajia. I mean, you know, some snack and things like that. So Baba would hardly partake, you know, just touch the plate, sort of bless it. And then once he would go, Rustam, Sorab, and Hoshang would polish off the rest. It was, you know, it was a big joke. They would be the ones who were huge and big and love to eat. So that was my father used to say that after Baba left, we would polish off whatever was offered in those people's houses.
Yeah. Actually, they used
Thank
to be
you.
behind Baba's
Thank you,
sofa.
Baba.
And when Baba used to give a personal interview, so they used to come out. So I very well remember when Baba called my father, and he comes running so sincerely, running, Sulu, 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 Baba's calling you. And you have not to waste a second, and you have to rush inside. And yeah. And during one of the during house visit, I accompanied that group, Baba's group, in the fleet of cars. Baba's car was in the front, and our car in the we sat in the following. So Baba called 7:30. Will be 7:30 tomorrow. Guru Prasad will be here. And then Baba went to one orphanage, and from orphanage he went to some house visit, and then we came back sharply at 10 o'clock back to Guru Prasad, and then again that program started. So those were the beautiful time with Baba, and even the lunch was offered there, because those were called from outside. They had chance to stay in Guru Prasad whole day, and they were given lunch also. And Baba used to say, "Daba ke khao," eat. So, and then afternoon card game and singing and all those beautiful time. Yeah. So Prakashji, I think your hand is.
Oh, no, I had a question. I forgot suddenly. So, but we'll come back. We're all, yeah, I'll ask again. But,
Thanks. So,
no, I had a question to Meherchand actually. You know that Marmamu song, Marmamuleni, Yeah,
Manasuloni Marmamu.
yeah, but who sang that for?
That was played on a Nadaswaram, like a
Oh, okay.
bagpiper, that thing,
Okay.
by Pichalahari. He was one of the famous Nadaswaram.
Right,
Subsequently,
but
many singers, that is actually Tyagaraja Kruti, made by M.L. Vasanta Kumari sang, M.S. Subbulakshmi sang that song. But during Baba's this thing, present time, that Nadaswaram, Pichalahari's music was there.
okay, thank you. Yeah. All right, that's been a beautiful session actually, and
Yeah.
wonderful shares
Yeah.
by Dil Meher, and it's great to have you.
Yeah.
And
Thankful. We are
and
thankful to.
yeah,
Baba's
and
wish.
Vijay ji as usual, beautiful songs, and
Yeah.
what can we say? Just enjoy it.
So yeah, so next week I will be at Dubai. So
Oh,
from my so I will try to conduct from Dubai. Let's see how it occurs. Otherwise, I told my daughter to just means actually the Dubai group is kind of now confined. They are not holding any meetings or anything because of the COVID. Delna is there and Mrs. Nafde is there
hmm.
and there are other groups there, but I don't know, but maybe if they could connect on virtually,
Yeah.
so I will be there for 3 weeks, something like that. So
Well, I mean, that's an opportunity for you to spark.
well, Baba will it's
And
Baba. It's
yeah,
so
and
Baba definitely gives
no, no,
something. Yeah,
no, at least bring them around, and then you share something, and then that will
yeah,
just cut it off, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, something like yeah. And it's very nice. Means see now today some 9, 8, 9 people are there and everyone sharing and comfortable. There is no tension, and everyone like to participate. So it's very nice.
More next time.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
tell our
yeah,
friends.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
Vijay ji,
yeah, yeah.
will you also set it up with Dil Meher ji to join us next time? Because obviously she has a lot more to share.
You mean this
No,
next time?
next ghazal session, probably she can join us. I don't know.
Okay, okay. If yeah, next if you could join from here, and I will be at Dubai, so we
Hmm.
can connect. And Dil Meherji, you can bring out, and of course Merchant is there,
See,
and whoever. Yeah.
next Thursday
Why only
is
restricting
Diwali.
only why only
Oh,
Is
restricting
oh,
that
Dil
that's
Meher
okay?
right.
to
Yeah,
It's fourth.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Diwali.
Yeah,
We
it's
have
a
to skip.
Diwali
Yeah,
day. Yeah.
So
So
next week
that's
is like,
yeah,
Diwali it's like a big thing for us, like
I know.
Christmas.
firecrackers and all
Yeah.
will be around
Hey
sound.
Prakash, one thing I want
Yeah.
to say you. One thing I
Mhm.
want to say you. Why restricting Dil Meher only on Thursday?
Mm.
Oh,
She can join
well,
any day, any time.
anytime. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Thank
No,
you,
She's
that's
thank
true.
you.
I got it. I always take privilege because she's an Hyderabadi girl. I can always demand her.
Are you still in Hyderabad, Dil Meher
No,
ji?
no, no.
No, no.
Oh,
She's in
Now
Pune.
I'm at Pune. That is how we
Just
are all
opposite to
together.
Guru Prasad. Just
Very
opposite
close
to
to,
Guru
yes,
Prasad.
yes,
Close
very
to Guru
close to
Prasad.
Guru Prasad.
yeah. So
And Guru Prasad is open now.
right. We'll work with Angela
Sure.
Chen,
Yeah.
and then perhaps we can set up a time for you to share your stories of your father and everything. Yeah.
Anytime, anytime. Yeah.
So, Vijay
Thank
ji,
you.
over to
Yeah,
you.
thank you for
Jai Meher Baba
coming.
Dil Meher. Jai Meher
And
Baba
Jai Baba,
everyone.
everyone. Jai
yeah,
Baba.
Avtar
Thank
Meher
you.
Baba
Meher
ki
Baba
jai.
ki jai.
Yeah.
Avatar Meher
Meher
Baba
Meher
Baba
ki
Baba ki
jai.
jai.
Thank
Avtar
you.
Meher
Meher
Baba
Baba
ki
ki
jai.
jai.
Jai, Jai.
Jai
Thank
Baba.
you.
Thank you, Dil Meher. Special, very special.
Thank you so much, Betty.